Hi, welcome to the Modern Renaissance Man Show. I'm Ben Copeland, Modern Renaissance Man, and we're airing this show sometime probably, I don't know, March or thereabouts. And for those of you who may or may not remember, early in February we had the Super Bowl that came on. Did you know how much commercials actually cost? What I heard was that basically 30 seconds was right at $1 million, a 30-second commercial. Can you imagine that? I saw a Chick-fil-A commercial. I'm like, everybody knows you exist. What can you do that's worth, $500,000 to $1 million for commercials? Gosh, I didn't see a single product on there that I thought was worth $1 million. But I guess if you got the money to spend, talking about money, here this first this year, we got all this stuff going over in Egypt. And I've been looking at that with the people. Basically, the leader of that country is pretty much true to the name of the country. I mean, basically, he gypped them out of food, and he gypped them out of social services, and he's gypped them out of health care, and he's gypped them out of just all kinds of social benefits and good conditions. So he is truly an Egyptian. I didn't get that one. Anyway, sorry, delayed pun. I know, that's terrible. I always hear northern drivers talking about how great they drive in the snow. Well, I tell you what, I wish we had snow year-round, because then maybe they would drive better the rest of the year. If you're a northern driver, remember, if it's not snowing, you can still drive good. It's okay. You don't have to do 60 miles an hour in 35 zones. Speaking of which, I came up with a way that CMS can save money, since they seem to be going farther and farther in debt, which I don't understand why, because they keep cutting stuff off. Let's slow some of these school buses down. Bus 1619. I don't know who you are, but I tell you what, if I can get the police to catch you, you're going to lose your license. I tell you what, you passed me at 40 miles an hour on Queens Road West. There are children on the street, and it is dark outside. Let me tell you what, somebody needs to get out here and police these buses. Adult drivers of buses, I think, are some of the worst. I remember the days when we had student drivers. They seemed to be a whole lot better. Adult drivers take more risk, run more stop signs, run more red lights, and I actually had to do 45 miles an hour. Yes, I admit I sped, which is actually slower than most people. I did 45 to catch a school bus on Queens Road West, which is a curvy street, very few street lights. Children on the street waiting for their bus. Slow them down, might save some gas. Talking other things about cars, insurance company GMAC reported that basically 55% of the people they insure don't know when to cut the turn signal on before they make a turn. 55%. The other 45% said that it really didn't matter because they didn't use them anyway. Sounds like I'm heading towards the soapbox. I think I will get on it tonight. Talking a little while ago about Egypt, and I believe his name was Mubarak. Is that his name? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, he's basically the dictator of Egypt that we put into power and support at $1.5 billion a year, I believe. Right after all that came, I started noticing all these socialist people come out of the woodworks, particularly in the United States. We need to get rid of our government. We need to change our government. Capitalism's bad. Here's what I have to say about it. These are the voyages of the Starship Socialists, whose ongoing mission is ongoing because it doesn't actually go anywhere. With these recent events in Egypt and all these people getting on their soapboxes about wanting to have socialism, let's take a look at that. Have you ever noticed there hasn't been one single successful socialist country? They're basically all falling. Can't call China socialist or communist. And they're not really a good socialist country because the people don't have equality. So why do these people keep coming back out with, we need to have socialist government? It's real simple why it doesn't work. People have needs, they have wants, and they have greed. It's not all necessarily bad if you want to look at it from a positive spin. What we need to make socialism work is what the Starship Socialist Starship Enterprise actually has. It's called a replicator. If you ever watch the TV show, they basically take energy and they make matter. Which also tells me then that this is why it is 400 years in the future to have a socialist government. Because you have to be that far into the future to invent the device that can make matter out of energy. And that's how people will be satisfied and all the wants and needs and greeds will be met. Let's take a look at it. You go to your replicator. You can't normally afford to hardly eat any kind of meal. You press the button, out comes the best prime rib you've ever eaten. You want a car, but you really can't afford anything but old, used, ratty kind of car. You press the button, and out here comes your Porsche. Or maybe your Lamborghini Countach. Just press the button, you get your car. You don't even know how to fly, you press the button, and you get your automated piloted jet. Sounds great. It's not here today, neither is socialism. Socialism is great on TV shows. The Federation of Planets, like on Star Trek, they can be socialist because they can provide all the wants, needs, and greed satisfaction to the people in the future. It can't be done now. It won't be done in our lifetime. And Captain Kirk is the only person that's a socialist in my life. And that's the way I feel. And with that, we got some wonderful tunes by the band that's not there. Well, we're going to have our Phantom Band again tonight. We don't have a band on the Modern Renaissance Band show, and we're looking for one. So if you're an interested group, you can basically learn to set up in a few minutes, tear down in even less, live on pizza instead of money and water. You're the kind of band we're looking for. We're looking for a diversified band, plays a lot of different kinds of music, love original. If you'd like to be a part of this program, we've had some great bands. We've had Trip Rogers and some of the Gil Warning people. We've had Wavy Space. We've had SoulSurvivor. We've had Dorn and Anna. We've had the Situationals. But we're looking for a regular band to come back on the show. I'd like to join us. If you're really creative, you can look at www.mrmtv.org and you'll find my phone number. It is actually on that website. Believe it or not, I've listed my personal phone number somewhere. If you're interested, go looking, you can find it. Otherwise, you can email me at mrm@together.net if you're interested in becoming a part of this show. We have a great time doing it. And otherwise, guess what? We got some wonderful tunes by whoever I'm getting ready to slide in. And I'll catch you in just shortly.
Coming round any other day, 'cause you can't slow us, you can't stall us. Smooth talking, we've heard it before. Don't bother calling up and knocking on the door, 'cause we ain't buying what you're selling. One day it's all gonna come back round to you, and you're gonna have to pay the dues for what you've done. Hey, hey, 'cause ain't nobody tried to tell you about the lies the world will sell you. You just suck it up and remember that I said, oh yeah, that karma is crucial. Opportunistic oppressor, you'll hand on your gun. If I were you, I'd turn around and run. We got your number, yeah, we know your game. Wishy-washy, I wish you could see. It's riding on the fence, ain't your destiny. You better choose wisely, 'cause your fate is in your hand. One day, hey, it's all gonna come back round to you, and you're gonna have to pay the dues for what you've done. And hey, hey, 'cause ain't nobody tried to tell you about the lies the world will sell you. You just suck it up and remember that I said, oh yeah, karma is crucial.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the music of whoever it was that you just listened to. What we're calling is the Phantom Band. Once again, we're looking for a Phantom Band on the Modern Renaissance Man Show. I'm Ben Copeland, the Modern Renaissance Man. You're not, but you could be. You like to do a lot of different stuff, very diversified, and not just some esoteric kind of guy that everybody calls Renaissance, who really only does one or two things, and everybody says, oh, they're Renaissance. Anyway, do a lot of different things, and you're a Renaissance person also. With that, what I'm going to do is go ahead and call out my blurb co-host special, who's going to be on with us tonight for a regular show. Kate S. Copeland. Kate, come on out. Yeah. All right. How you doing?
Good.
You look great.
Thank you.
I like your dress. It's very pretty. I don't think I've seen that before. Is it new?
Bought it a few months ago.
Well, it's new to me. It's good. Nice belt and everything as well. So how you doing?
Good.
How's school? Kate
Sorry.
goes to one of the local schools that can't manage stuff. She goes to Myers Park. When I grew up, I hated Myers Park almost. Not quite.
Okay.
They were those people. They went to that school. That's why I was talking to Kate's godmother, as he graduated just about a year or two before me from Myers Park. And we always joke about that because she was one of those people that went to that school. And now I live in that neighborhood, and my daughter goes to that school. And they're all the same anyway, pretty close to it. Some are worse than others. I think you have a pretty good school. A lot of people there.
We argued.
Can be argued. Well, tell me about some of the high school classes and stuff and going on life and things at school.
Yeah.
You're in what grade?
10th.
10th grade.
Okay, my first class is basically interior design. That's sort of, well, we have an all-girls class. No boy
That
would.
sounds too practical. That's at high school.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, it's an all-girls class. No boy would apparently dare show their face in there, except for Ben Conway. He might show up next year. That will be funny.
You know something real funny I just thought of?
What?
We don't have a timer going, so I have no clue how long we're timing on this show. I sure hope, Dano, I hope you're keeping up with it. we're running a strange crew tonight. Basically, our normal person that keeps up the time, I just realized he doesn't have the timer because he's not here. So, we might have a lot of music or we might be cutting our dialogue off real short. Anyway, so you've got interior design as your first class.
Yes.
Dan's going to tell me somehow or another. I think we need to run about 23 or so, Dano. It's almost live. What can I say, folks? That's the way we like to shoot it here at the Modern Renaissance Man. Anyway.
Okay, my second class is English.
English.
With Miss Burgess.
Is that English as a first language? Just kidding. I had to take that shot.
Hate that one.
Go ahead.
Yeah, basically it's with Miss Burgess, and that's
Hope it's okay to say her name.
pretty sure it is.
Okay.
She has.
It's too late now, though, ain't it?
She has 12 different websites, so I'm thinking she probably.
If you don't know her by now, you're probably missing out.
She has a pretty Facebook page, everything like that.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I think you can
Okay.
find.
So we got her for English.
Yeah, I have civics economics for third block, and that is the greatest class yet. We're watching all these little YouTube videos that's about the Revolutionary War right now.
YouTube on Revolutionary War.
Yeah,
Okay.
I gotta show you when we get up.
I
You've
see
gotta
that.
see this one.
That's amazing. You can get anything on YouTube. I mean, here you got Revolutionary War. So I got about how to play the guitar. You can get stuff about how to make a bomb. Fix your car. How to shoot people. Repair the house.
My God!
That's all out there on YouTube. If not, it will be soon. Okay, so you got civics and economics.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
my final one is graphic design.
Graphic design.
My personal favorite.
And that's another kind of practical course.
Not really.
It is something because you can get jobs and things doing stuff like that.
Depends.
If you're any good at it.
Good point.
Yeah. So what's your favorite? What's your favorite?
It has my kind of people there.
No, it is. What kind of people's that?
Hyperactive, probably people you'd log in a mental ward. Fun people.
I don't see you always hyperactive. You have a pretty good balance.
Catherine.
Yeah, but you said people like you. I don't see you necessarily as hyperactive.
You haven't seen me on sugar in the middle of the day, have you?
I think you know. No, not generally, no. But you like a lot of your privacy time, although you're on the go when you're doing it. So I see you do a lot of pacing while you're thinking, in the living room. So when Kate, I'm going to share this story. I hope you don't too mad. When Kate was young, Kate obviously had got in touch with what her needs were at a fairly young age. And we established basically areas in the house. Because Aaron originally had the downstairs, and basically we provided Kate the upstairs living room up there. And but Kate determined early on, I think, some of her basic needs, which I was real proud of. But she started asking for privacy. I need privacy. And basically that means just get away and leave me alone. And give you privacy. So Kate still needs her privacy. For me, it's the first 10 minutes of the morning. Yeah, I tell you what, if the house ain't burning down, you ain't dying or something going on, give me my 10 minutes. And after that, I'm fair game. But
that's arguable.
If we tell you something else, I think I might quit smoking again.
Here we go.
You think 10 minutes in the morning is bad? The other 23 hours and
just remember,
50 minutes
anything you can throw at me, I can throw right back at you.
Yes, I have that. I have very, very few nasty habits that I'll at least will share with you on TV. But one of them is that. Hey, you know what that means though? That means that I have something in common with the president. Did y'all know that? Did you know Obama smokes?
I figured that was common.
Yeah, that's something. But here, think about it. Here you got Miss Obama.
Oh yeah, Miss Obama.
And she's jumping up and down about quit eating hamburgers and all this healthy food and do all this. I bet it probably just crawls under her. Barack is out there having them a camel out in the rose garden at the White House.
Oh, God.
So, goodness gracious. Anyway, what is the theory of planets?
Huh?
Theory of planets? Theory of planets. You know, there's something down here. What is that?
You can't read. It's the theory of 11 planets.
11 planets. Well, you write like a -2 font. That's your handwriting.
I
bet you God, no, your teacher's probably just like.
I think that's why she hasn't put my essay up on the line yet.
Theory of 11 planets.
Yeah, remember that book I checked out at the library that says there might be 11 planets.
Love the library. Price is great unless you're late.
Love that phrase. Yeah, there's supposed to be 2 beyond Pluto, which, yes, it is a planet.
I think Pluto's still a planet.
Yeah. And there's one in between Mars and Jupiter.
The Mayans think it's a planet, so obviously. Hey, everybody believes in the Mayans, the world's going to end, so it's a planet, so they say so. So there's 2 beyond there. I'd heard one, Planet X.
Yeah, and the other one's Eris.
Eris. I've not heard that.
Goddess of Discord.
I learned something new. Wow. Okay.
I forget what the middle one's called.
Long way. I read a story once. It's basically talking about aliens that lived basically out that far, and they were actually it was going to allow for the destruction of Earth because they really didn't care anymore. Or allow for it actually because it was in the book Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, yeah.
It was the 4th or 5th. It was the 5th book of the trilogy. If you followed that, then you obviously read that. That story's 5 books in a trilogy. Okay. Anyways, talking about the Earth got blown up to make for a super spaceway highway. Yep. So they got blown up. Anyway, what kind of things you got coming up? You got some trips coming up here. You got Mother-Daughter Weekend coming up.
Yep.
That's April something.
Yeah, it's during spring break. We know that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I got something here we need to. Oh, we hadn't done this. We need to fire off this bad boy. We hadn't done the host cam in a while. While this cranking up, I got something here I got to share. This is something that I basically procured at a time in my life when I was probably around your age, thereabouts, and it just sort of fell into my possession.
Okay, where did you steal it from?
I didn't steal it. Stealing's illegal. Anyway, can we get a close-up on this, Dano? Can we get a shot? Does anybody remember these? You'll date yourselves. You've never seen one of these before, have you?
No.
You probably won't again. How close are you? Can you get close enough to see what it says? Buzz and Sue?
Fallout shelter?
We're scraped in. It says Sue plus Buzz. You probably can't see that. That's not really scraped in. Capacity 190. You know? This is what they used to do after everybody went through the terrors coming out of the latter 40s and the 50s, worried about the bomb. So they found places that supposedly were protecting people from the bomb.
You're right.
Let me tell you where this sign came from. This sign actually came from Charlotte. You know, as if anybody really cared in the 60s about blowing up Charlotte. You know, they would have marched through and gone to somewhere else, like Washington probably. Anyway, this is a real fallout shelter from Charlotte. And there used to be a bridge near Memorial Stadium. And actually, it was an underground tunnel, and it crossed from a park there, Independence Park, over to Memorial Stadium. Big old opening. I mean, you could drive a car through this thing. This is how big this tunnel was. And they classified that as a fallout shelter. And basically what it amounted to is it'd be like an oven. If the bomb went off, it would just heat everybody up from the outside in. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that I grew up. Now you wouldn't wonder why I'm in strange moods sometimes. People were telling me that we could sit in a tunnel and an atomic bomb go off and we would be okay. I mean, and it's not, and this is not like fallout from weather. That's the radiation symbol.
I know.
It means you're protected from the bomb.
I know. Walker put that on his locker.
Gosh, who did that? Okay, well, here we go. Here we go, the host cam. All right, there we go. All right, there's Debbie, and there's Ron. And there's Bill's over there. We'll catch him. He's hiding back there. And there's Dano back there. Hey, Dano. Dean ran away tonight. We don't know where Dean's at. And there's where our Phantom Band is. Oh, so sad. There's Kate. So happy. Anyway, the host cam would claim to have invented it. And if you disagree,
Email us something.
That's right. Send some email. We haven't received an email in a while. TMRM@together.net. You can send that, and you send it to me. I'll forward it on to Kate. That's our show email. Or you can check out www.mrmtv.org. We actually have some videos out there. And I hear people say, well, I can't get to them. I can't find them. Well, go look, and you go into the thing, and it says videos, and it says read. Read the blog entry. Read the blog entry. You open it up, and it says click here. There's a place. Click it, and it points. It's got arrows. The point. Click there. If you click there, it will show you one of our shows. Now, granted, of course, it's only about the size of a quarter when it comes up because I had to condense it not so bit bigger. Looks great on a cell phone. So go to it on your, if you've got a data package, because it fills up a cell phone screen just perfect. Now, if you try to enlarge it on your computer,
You ain't getting nothing.
you know, we get pretty grainy. It's pretty rough looking. No, the audio is pretty good. But we've got a lot of good music. We've got 10 shows out there on the website. And one of the things they talk about is, you know, we used to bring out movies. They're like, here's a movie from the library. You know why you don't see it? Because Kate and I can't get to the library anymore because they're still closed early. I miss the library.
Yeah. If we rush through dinner, we can get there in time. But
it's just, well, they got to open until 8 o'clock, so we can catch a little bit now, but still.
Little.
You know, it's at 9 o'clock, you know, I mean, what are these kids doing? CMS tells them that they're supposed to go to the library. Well,
We can't get to it.
When's the library? It was closed off Friday. It's closed off Sunday.
And Monday.
And Monday?
Or no, Tuesday. It's closed Tuesday.
I have it on my cell phone. I could actually look it up, but I don't have my cell phone with me. But yeah. And they're closed. And, oh, well, but the downtown one's open and the Imaginon's open. Who can get downtown?
Or go to the media center, stuff like that. No, that's just ridiculous.
Oh, Media Center High School?
Yeah, those computers are slow.
Why do they call it Media Center? I've been trying to figure that one out.
I can't figure out. They have no movies.
I know. All they got basically is books.
Yeah, and a couple computers, printers, and...
And you got those old movies on the reel to reels. Hello, this is about the Revolutionary War. We're holding. You know, have you ever seen any of those movies? And it gets,
Nope.
That's before your time. Okay. Anyway, what else is going on with you? What do you want to do with we didn't finish that about Mother-Daughter Weekend.
Just planning on either going to the mountains or the beach. I'm in the middle of. I can't decide.
Uh-oh. Well, I know you had a good time at the mountains last year, but you've had good times at the beach too.
Except for that 1 year, but.
Well, let's go the economical route. I'll just build a big hole in a pool out in the backyard.
Go!
Yeah, like a plastic pool.
Oh.
And a big mound
We're
of
going
dirt.
to the We're going to the beach.
Anyway. Well, one last thing before we go. Kate's been we gave her a pan flute for Christmas. That is so cool. She did learn how to play pan flute. And it's so neat. It's like a bunch of tubes. Well, when you get comfortable enough, maybe I have to bring one on the show.
Okay.
Okay, play sometime with the show. Speaking of show, we have to go out the door. Unfortunately, it's that time of night. We're still looking for our Modern Renaissance Man band. Remember, you can reach us at www.mrmtv.org. If that sounds like a nonprofit, that's because that's exactly what we are. We make no money. And speaking of that, I always want to thank the camera people, the crew that works this show. Without them, it would not happen. Down to my director, Dean Smart, who's normally on audio, who skipped out on us tonight, and we're not sure where. Hopefully he is safe. Jennifer, who normally manages the green room, who skipped out on us tonight because she is ill. And hopefully we'll not be passing that on to Kate and I when we see her later tonight. And remember, merriment is a necessity. Alcohol is a drug. Kate, it's been great. Glad you're on a full-time show instead of normal co-hosting on the Blurbs. I've been Copeland, the Modern Renaissance Man. If we have some time, we're going out on some music. Have a great evening from the Phantom Band.
I think we're like 5 seconds over.
Oh, we're fine.
I need a fella who is tried and true to fill my soul. A man that understands and fully plans to make me whole. Gotta be sweet, gotta keep a beat, and never once mistreat me. A guy with his own style and a sunny smile each and every time he greets me. I'm not gonna jump the gun this time. There is far too much at stake.